until eventually it tells you there's no drivers ready to take you. I'm like, this is crazy. We did that so many times. I was getting a little concerned because he's going through areas. I guess he's thinking he's going to make it faster or quicker or something. But the road was being generally a standstill, and he got into red traffic. Of course, no fault of his own. Then he decided, hey, he thinks he's going to go a different way, so he goes another way, which goes into more red traffic. A definite hour, if not more. A little more. Way home, it was dark, getting dark, and it got dark, and it looked like we're in some shady areas of town. Welcome to Podcast Philippines. Well, it's myself and my son, or Pink Floyd. You like Pink Floyd?
They're alright.
Alright. It's hard to get him to talk. Anyway, we're here talking about taxis or grabs today. I'm calling it a taxi ride, but I guess it was a grab ride really. Yesterday, we experienced actually kind of two amazing incidents with, I guess, taxi grab, however you want to call that, grab more or less. Because first we booked a grab from the condo here to a Robinson Mall, which is only about 6 miles away. Do you remember? It was something like
5.8.
It's 5.8, so it was a little less than 6 miles. Kilometers, that's right, not even miles, kilometers. 5.8 kilometers away, so under 6 kilometers, which is really not that far. And our first experience trying to book it, what'd you think about that?
I mean, you waited 35 minutes in the heat.
Yeah, so we're trying to book a grab, and oh my goodness, we would book the grab, and because we wanted the convenience factor, and also just kind of an assurity of how much it would cost, kind of thing. Because I was very limited on cash yesterday, so I wanted to make sure it would stick to that no matter what. So we're trying to book the grab. So I booked the grab, and like you say, we waited. You said 35 minutes? I thought it was more like 40 or more.
It was probably more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm guessing
dying in the heat.
Yeah, I'm guessing like 45 minutes. We're standing in the heat.
It still wasn't successful.
Yeah, we booked a grab and go round and round. Oh, there's one 2 minutes away, and round and round and round. They don't show up. It says, oh, there's no drivers. After so long, it tells you there's no drivers. But it started off saying there's one 2 minutes away. Until I started again, and same thing, goes round and round. Oh, there's one 4 minutes away. I said, oh, that's great. He's over there by the local mall, close where we are. And it goes round and round and round, until eventually it tells you there's no drivers ready to take you. I'm like, this is crazy. We did that so many times and picked multiple cars. I thought for sure we'd get one. Do you think we're going to get one when we chose the multiple selection?
I never thought it was going to work after the first 5 minutes.
He gave up hope.
If it's not going to work in 5 minutes, it ain't going to work. I mean, that's it.
And he was right, because, we tried several times. Like I said, we're standing there about 45 minutes trying to get this grab thing to work, and nobody would come. I was really surprised by that nobody would come. And almost every time when we started the grab app, it would show like the car 4 minutes away or 6 minutes away kind of thing. I said, oh, that's not so bad. Just be a few minutes wait, but then go round and round, and it says no drivers available in your area. Like, I don't know what's going on with grabs. So anyway, we're standing there, and a taxi kind of pulled up in front of us. It's just a regular taxi guy, and he rolled down his window. You want a ride? I'm thinking, oh, I only got so much change. I don't know. Sometimes I have a bigger bill, and a lot of taxis, they go with this thing that they don't want to change the money so they can get more of a tip kind of thing. And I only had so much cash on me, so I said, can you change some money if I need a change? He said, well, where are you going? And I told him, the Robinson Mall. And he said, yeah, I said, how much will you charge? Because I want to know that first. And he said, well, maybe 300. And I'm thinking that's a little bit more than what they should charge, but that's okay. It's a little bit of a built-in tip for himself he's charging for. So I said, sure, we'll take it. So he didn't run the meter. He just charged us 300, which is kind of like a grab. And I said, what was the grab charging us for that same ride?
Like $250, $280.
Yeah, so it wasn't really too much off.
I'm sure he wasn't allowed to do that by his holding company, though, I'm sure.
I don't know.
It was a taxi companies are not allowed to do that. Like, just make up a price and not use a meter. He was definitely not being tracked.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're allowed to do that or not, because sometimes there's grab taxis and
That's not what that was.
but
That
they're going
was a
through
taxi.
he just did it on his own, I guess. And anyhow, he didn't run the meter, but he did quote me 300 and he stuck to, which I thought was fair. So we opted for him after waiting 45 minutes in the heat. Was that a good decision?
I wanted to do it multiple different times, and you didn't.
He's like, there's a taxi over there, Dad. Like, I'm trying to use the Grab. I only got so much money. Anyhow.
If it was 12 degrees, I wouldn't care. 30-something degrees, 40 degrees is horrible. Oh.
Yeah, and it was definitely that in the hot sun for sure.
The
Probably
max
close to 40.
I can handle is 12 degrees. Maybe 14.
You like 12 to 14 Celsius, yeah. He likes the cold, I like the heat.
That ain't cold.
Thus the pale body and the tan body. I'm a little tan compared to your paleness, I think. Anyhow, so we managed to get over there. Wow, what would you estimate that ride to be? How long?
I don't know, like 15 minutes.
Yeah, tops 15 minutes. Might even been a little bit less than that from here to the Robinson Mall. So, it's pretty good, about 15 minutes or less. And it was 300 Philippine pesos, which was really quite fair, I think. A little on the edge of being expensive, but basically fair. So, coming back, I'm really glad we did not book a taxi and just get in and run on the meter to the taxi. This is the thing you really don't know sometimes, see? But I'm really glad we didn't. Do you think if we just booked a regular taxi on the way home, they would have charged us the same, about 300? You think?
Not if they're running legitimately.
Because coming home was a whole different story. We booked it as a Grab. We booked a Grab. Again, same distance, same everything, just coming back from the Robinson Mall to our condo. And apparently it was peak traffic time. So when I booked the Grab, it was actually less than the 300 and the other guy charged me. It was like 280 or something, I think. Do you remember?
Around that.
Yeah, around 280. So it was actually less going back, which usually is a bit more going back. I don't know why. But anyway, so we get the Grab, and I'm watching the Grab app too. It shows kind of like, the traffic highways where there's green highway, which is, smooth moving traffic, and then red road, which means you're going to be in a standstill. And he got in the red traffic, of course, no fault of his own. Then he decided, hey, he thinks he's going to go a different way. So he goes another way, which goes into more red traffic. And what took us about normally 15 or less minutes to get over there, coming home, it was, how long would you say?
An hour.
Yeah, definitely an hour, if not more. A little more than an hour getting home. More than an hour. And, sticking to the Grab, it was less money. It was 280 or something like that, less money. So I really felt bad for the guy. I mean, what do you think we should have done? It was really, really long. And I don't know if the guy really made the best decision trying to go the other way and getting into even more red traffic. Like, what do you think I should have done in that case? Just let him take the 280 and get out and go? Or what do you think I should have done? Because it was really long.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people around here don't do tips. The anti-tipping culture bothers me.
I basically gave him a lot more with a tip in my cash that I did have in my wallet at the time. And then when I got out, I also gave him a tip on the Grab app too. So I kind of doubled up on tips for the guy, because I really felt bad for the guy, because, he didn't complain or nothing. He actually didn't say nothing. We were quiet the whole hour in the taxi. So I don't know what all I kept thinking is he's thinking, oh, this was a bummer of a trip. He's losing his money and everything. So I gave him a tip, like I say, 2 different tips, because I just felt bad, because I think he was running his gas. He couldn't help. He was stuck in traffic. A couple of times I was getting a little bit concerned, because he's going through areas, I guess he's thinking he's going to make it faster or quicker or something, but it looks kind of shady. What do you think about some of the ride?
Yeah, there's a lot of tie up dogs and trash.
So anyway, on the way home, it was dark, getting dark, then it got dark, and it looked like we're in some shady areas of town. It kind of looked that way. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking at times when you're not as familiar with it, and you got these color skins, and you hear stories sometimes. It was a little bit unsettling in that way. But, he did his best, I think, and he really tried to reroute the route to do better, but I think he just got in a bigger mess by going that way. But I guess I don't really know, because both routes were kind of dead traffic areas for the time of the day it was. A difficult time with the taxi. Can't blame the guy, for bad taxi, and can't blame the guy even though it took over an hour to get home. So I just, doubled up and just gave him extra.
Yes, of course, tipping is always needed unless it's a fast food restaurant. Like I said, everything should get 15% tip.
Okay. So
any kind of thing.
You think everybody should get a 15%
unless
tip?
it's like McDonald's.
This is a whole nother little point that we'll digress for just a moment about tipping, because tipping is mainly you tip according to the service. So like that service technically was terrible, but it was out of his control because it was like less than 15-minute drive, probably 12-minute drive, generally speaking, and it took over an hour. So what should you tip? You think that's worth a 15% tip?
I would always,
because you're supposed to tip according to service. Your good service.
Do it no matter what, unless the person was just like randomly crazy.
So you think even if it's bad service, you're going to give 15%?
Unless the person was crazy.
No, he was very calm. I guess he was good because
I'm just saying,
very calm.
The experience was crazy. I think any service should have 15%, no matter what it is.
So no matter what anyone does for you, even if it's terrible, just give them some extra money.
And it's just money.
It's just money. So I think when you're tipping, it's good to tip. I do think it's good to tip, but I think you need to tip according to your service. Now, the reason I gave him some extra because I think it was out of his control, and just him keeping calm, still trying his best, I guess, to go a different route. Maybe that was his attempt to do a better service. I don't know. So I still gave extra on top of everything because I don't think it was anything to do with his fault. But yeah, if someone is doing good service, I think you should give them a tip according to their service. Like I actually felt bad yesterday for another side story. We're at, what's the name of that restaurant?
TGI Fridays.
We're at TGI Fridays. And how'd you like your meal?
I mean, I'm very limited with what I can. It was fine. It was just peppers and chicken. I like it for what it is. I could have done it myself. Because
he's on a diet. He's on the carnivore diet, so he's really particular over his food.
It's not really a carnivore diet.
What you're trying to do is close to the carnivore diet.
This is little carbs and sugars as possible. So that's really it.
And congratulations, by the way, because he's lost almost 100, about 100 pounds.
Like 94.
Yeah, so close to 100 pounds. And how many months has it been?
3.5 probably.
About 3.5 months, he's lost about 100 pounds.
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4. He's lost count, but say 3.5 because it's been about 3.5, I think, fairly. He's lost almost 100 pounds. That's a lot. So yeah, so TGI Fridays yesterday eating, and I like my food. It was really good. I was surprised how good it was. Okay, I'm digressing because my point was when we were leaving after the meal, fine meal, I left my phone, this phone that we're recording on actually, and I was out into the mall, and the server came running after me. I didn't even know I left the phone. She said, "Oh, sir," and I'm thinking, "Oh my goodness, what's she running after us for?" She said, "You left your phone," and I was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much, thank you so much."
Well.
And yeah, my phone was unlocked. She passed it to me, everything open, wide open. So big kudos, thanks to that lady. And like, I just so stunned at the moment, so thankful, and my heart was palpitating so much, thinking I could have lost everything on my phone with all my important everything. And I just said, "Thank you so much." And then went on. I was thinking, I should have gave her something too, because just that alone saved my life in so many ways. And so maybe I need to go back to that mall and try to find her if I can remember what she looks like.
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it won't, but if I can.
Can you even describe her?
Yeah, she's short.
That does not mean anything.
She had a round face.
That doesn't mean anything.
She's short with a round face.
That does not mean
and
anything.
A nice smile.
Again, that does not mean anything.
I know I'm terrible at descriptions, but yeah, in the moment, I just I thought of this after. I'm thinking, oh, I should have gave her something because she was such a blessing in that regard, right? Because I could have lost so much with my phone that way. So anyway, yeah, and we did leave a tip at the meal. I only had so much, but I did leave a tip for the meal, and then I should have gave her a little extra tip for saving my phone, I guess, because that was such a big deal. But yeah, that's a little point on our taxi ride and what happened, and maybe the do's and the don'ts, and I'd like to hear your opinions on some of your thoughts of do's and don'ts in these kinds of situations as well. And thank my son for dropping in on a video. and all your Pink Floyd listening, you have a channel too. So why don't you just give your little channel a promo? You got a few channels. What's your main channel?
The Iconic Playlist.
The Iconic Playlist. I'll try to remember to put a link below. Sometimes I do remember, sometimes I forget, but it's The Iconic Playlist. And what do you do?
Music, well, collecting.
Music collecting. So if you like things about music collecting, CD collecting, talking about the groups and odds and ends. But you have another one too, a couple, one or two. How many more do you have?
I mean, I'm really only talking about that one right now.
Okay, so I'm not allowed to tell you about the other one, but the other one's really cool. I'll just tell you what he makes music, and he does a really good job. In fact, I've sent some of his music to some songwriters, and one songwriter who I know personally, who is a very good songwriter and has published things, with other well-known songwriters, says fantastic work and good job. So congratulations. He really does a great job. Can I play one of your songs on the end of this video?
I don't care.
Okay, so on the end of this video, be one of your songs.
Love ribs, now I know why. The good book says I gave one up, oh my. Been missing something since I got you. Turns out, darling, it was barbecue. I want my rib back, don't you see? Life was better when it was just me. Take the drama, take the cat, take your mama, don't look back. Took my truck, took my chair, took my cash, took my hair. Talks too much, always mad. Lord, how'd one rib go this bad? I want my rib back, don't you see? Life was better when it was just me. Take the drama, take the cat, take your mama, don't look back. Lost one, that's all he knew. Me, I lost my whole life too. Ain't no lesson, ain't no luck. I just want my rib back, what the heck. No more nagging, no more strife, no more wrecking up my life. Ain't no heartache, ain't no blues. Just me, my dog, and my worn out shoes. I want my rib back, don't you see? Life was better when it was just me. Take the drama, take the cat, take your mama, don't look back. Take the house, take the car, take your gossip, take it far. But before you go, just do one thing. Give me my rib and let me sing. I want my rib back, don't you see? Life was better when it was just me. Take the drama, take the cat, take your mama, don't look back. Take the house, take the car, take your gossip, take it far. But before you go, just do one thing. Give me my rib and let me sing.
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless.